What's going on, guys? So I am at my Airbnb and this is just a quick little update video. Yesterday I didn't really go out. I just stayed home and just watched videos, and today I also stayed home. But yesterday when I was staying home, Ryuichi, which is also known as the Kanjo King on Instagram, he actually sent me a DM and he invited me to go to the loop. So I'm actually going to be going to the Osaka loop in roughly 5 hours from now. I'm meeting them at Megadock at 10 o'clock, and then we're gonna head out on the loop at roughly 12 o'clock in the morning. So I'm really excited for that. But besides that, I just wanted to answer a couple questions that people have been asking me. And one is, do I speak Japanese? Like, is it easy to get around without having Japanese? Honestly, it's kind of difficult, but it's not too bad. Like, you can easily get around if you don't know Japanese. But if you know Japanese, of course it will benefit you. Like, for example, ordering food. If you're at a full-on Japanese restaurant like a ramen shop, sometimes they don't have photos, so you can't really point at what you want. All they have is those vending machines that you press and you get a ticket. And normally those ones, all the recent ramen shops I went to, they're all in just lettering. There's no photos. So it's like you don't know what you want. The only way to actually get around is if you already know what you want. Like, for me, like, if I was gonna get ramen, well, the easiest for me to order here is tonkatsu ramen. So I just tell them, yeah, can I get tonkatsu? So they'll press it for me and not pay for it. American restaurants over here in Japan, like McDonald's and KFC, you can point also. 7-Eleven, Lawson's, they actually have pretty good food. You can just walk in and grab what you want. And also, one thing is that's different from here and then the United States of fast food is fast food, they don't use the word combo, they use the word set. So you buy a Big Mac set, which is technically a combo in the US. Also, another question, is it easy for me to get around, as in using the train or the bus? The first day I got here, I kind of got confused, and then my friend helped me a little bit. I say after roughly 3-4 days using the train and bus a lot, you easily learn how to go around. And then also on your Google Maps, make sure you guys get pocket Wi-Fi. It's the best thing. Because I have T-Mobile and they make you get 2G speeds over here and it sucks so bad. Even trying to look at map, it tells you what train station to go to or like what line, but it doesn't tell you what platforms. If you're in Tokyo, I think it does tell you what platform you're in, because when I was in Tokyo, my maps were telling me, oh, it's platform 3 and 4. I was like, oh, okay. But besides that, like on the countryside or where I'm at in Osaka, it doesn't show you the platform side. So what you have to do is base off by the words and the color, because sometimes these is color coordinated. Let's use, for example, if you're trying to go to, it says local towards Umada. When you're at the train station, it doesn't say, it says Umada, but it doesn't say local, rapid, or semi-express. You have to make sure when the train pulls up, or there are billboards there too, they say semi-express. Semi-express, that means it's not technically local, it skips a few stops. Rapid just skips a stop all the way over to a different station, but I think it depends where you are. Local is when it stops each and every stop, and that's literally like the ones that you need to go to. Well, depending on where you want to go in Japan, of course. Sometimes the way that they make the stations or like label the station is kind of hard to read. So like when you're trying to go to Umada, sometimes on your maps it says local towards Hankyu Umada. Most of the time they don't put Hankyu in front of Umada, it just straight up Umada, so you have to go off by the second word. But honestly, like, you guys can easily go to Japan and it'd be fine. And also another question is, did I go to Japan by myself? I did go to Japan by myself. For the first week, I stayed at my friend's house, and then the rest I've been Airbnb. I've been at Osaka, I think the longest, a week and a half now. I thought I would run out of things to do in Osaka, but Osaka has so much things, well, because the car stuff. Like, I want to go to Kyoto, go to like temples and stuff, but there's so many car things here. And then I was actually supposed to leave to Kyoto yesterday, but that's when Ryuichi, Kanjo King, invited me to go to the loop. So I was like, fuck it, you know, I go do that, go experience it. I'll record it, of course. I'm excited for that. So I got 4 hours, or 5 hours. I just gotta take the bus over there. And then Japanese people are really, really nice. They're friendly, especially if you're a visitor, but also to each other, they're really, really nice. They have a lot of fun, they joke around and stuff. Kaz gave me a ride back from Fire Mart to the train station. And then also Misaki's friend from Megadock drove me back to the station also. Yeah, they're just really nice, and I feel like they're just homies straight up. So, and luckily, like, I wasn't because a lot of people were commenting that I should go run the Kanjo, or at least go get a Kanjo run. But like I said before, you guys been watching my videos, not just these new ones, it's not easy getting or going to the Kanjo, as in getting people to go, or like. And then also I'm the type of guy that don't like asking. I'm be like, hey, let's do a fucking Kanjo run, let's do it now. I'm like, no, that's I feel like that's disrespectful, because you know they're doing their own thing and everything. They're all older and stuff, and so I was just chilling, and then he invited me. It was just like out of nowhere. He sent me photos. Look, I got my car running again. I was like, oh shit, that dude, that's crazy. I remember it was down. He's like, yeah, we're doing Kanjo on this Saturday, which today is Saturday in Japan. So he invited me. It was literally, I wasn't expecting it, because I didn't come to Japan expecting to run the loop. Like, it's not like a thing that you could easily just ask and do. But when he invited me, it just, you know, just random. So I'm just chilling at home, kind of going a bit. Really excited. If you guys got this far in the video, for those of you new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. And I feel like you guys don't subscribe because of the Japan vlogs. But I also do own a EK, or EJ in the US, a coupe, and I do track it. And also, good news, when I get back to the US next week, I already have a lot of stuff ordered. I bought a lot of stuff from Summit Racing and a lot of stuff from Speed Factory. I bought a new cash can setup. I bought more AN lines. I bought fuel lines. I bought a shitload of AN fittings. I bought Jay's Racing brake lines. You guys saw my Jay's Racing video. I bought those because I need new brake lines. It's not that I don't have stainless steel brake lines already. I'm just upgrading because my current stainless steel brake lines are on my car. When I put my new TEs on, I wasn't running spacers, so the lines, they touched my inner barrel. Luckily, they didn't scratch my inner barrel. I would have been sad. But it rubbed through the jacket on the line, and then I feel like it's not safe. So I bought the Jay's Racing because they do have the bracket. You can buy Goodrich, but I just bought Jay's Racing because I was here in Japan, so bought those. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff. I have to wait till I get back to the US to order my bumper. I tried to order my bumper over here, but Taekwondo is kind of hard because our time zone is different. And then normally when I wake up is roughly like 9 a.m. here, but it's like 5 or 6 p.m. over there. So they're already sleeping and stuff, or they're already closed, I mean. Bought those. I bought my new battery. Pretty much gonna relook at my battery, took my fuse box. Gonna redo my fuel filter, so I'm gonna run an inline fuel filter, not the OEM one anymore. So I'm gonna pretty much clean up the bay. Being out here in Japan and seeing the builds here, they actually kind of inspired me. I normally don't get inspired, but seeing the builds here are really, really good, and I just like it. And then when I was talking with, I forgot to say his name. It was called K, because that's how he's Keisuk, or something. But he was talking about how like they don't care about looks. They only care about how it runs, which I understand because that's how it was when I first did my swap. But when he told me that, I was like, I looked at the bay. I was like, dude, that thing is so clean. Like, what the fuck? I know it runs good, but it's really clean too. So yeah, so I got inspired when I was over here in Japan. But besides that, I'm gonna end this video here. I didn't upload yesterday. I'm just relaxing. I actually cannot wait to go back to the US. I have so many parts to install my car. I need to get ready for VTech Club next month. And when they do post up that you could buy your spot and race, I need to buy it right away and get the car ready when I get back from Japan. Stay tuned for those track videos. And I've been dying to go back to the track. I haven't been back to the track with the new mode yet. I might change out a few things. Like I might put the original thermostat that came with the car back into the motor, or came with the motor back into the motor, because it is the lower temp one, so the fans turn on faster or turn on earlier. Can have a long night. So I don't know when this video is gonna be posted, or the next video. I mean, like, comment, subscribe. This up to you guys, and subscribe if you're not, because I realize a lot of people watch my videos but they're not subscribed. So subscribe for all the new content. And I got a lot more shit coming up, DIYs and everything. You guys been following me for a long time or subscribe, you guys know I make DIYs. For all those new people, I make DIYs, I make how-to videos. And yeah, I own a Civic, so peace out.